We are down to the last 3 games of your junior MPBL weekend, which only means that Valenzuela will now take action on their home floor against Mindoro, beginning with your 14 under division here in the junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. And we thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Cho Pangilinan, and we also have Daphne Cristobal. Now, Cho, why don't you break down to us what's happening right now in our team standings? Where are we in our season of the junior MPBL?
Well, for Valenzuela, their record is currently 1-4. They lost to Antipolo yesterday lang, 18 points. They have a lot to improve, pero titignan natin kung masasolve nila. For Mindoro naman, they are currently 3-2, so they're in the middle of the pack. They're still trying to solve their inconsistencies, trying to find the rhythm, pero ultimately they're looking to really get the win. Statement win to para tuloy-tuloy na sila makakuha ng kanilang momentum.
Why don't we break down the previous games of our 2 teams, beginning with Valenzuela. As you mentioned, they took action just yesterday, a painful loss that was against Antipolo.
Yeah, for Valenzuela, marami silang kailangan i-improve. Of course, yung field goal percentage nila, they need to box out more, they need to distribute the ball even more, they need to improve on their transition defense. Pero as long as they find solutions to the said discrepancies, I'm sure they can have the chance para manalo.
On the other side of things, Mindoro, they had a convincing win against Pampanga.
Ayun nga lang, Migs, no? Even though they got the win, that win was 23 days ago. So you can imagine yung makaharap nila ng mga inconsistencies within their game. Pero ultimately, marami silang ginawang tama doon, no? They shot from the beyond the arc, very consistent. And free throws din. Yun yung naging kwento ng laro nila kung bakit sila nanalo in that game.
And so extremes ang pahinga na naranasan ng ating dalawang kubaran. So hindi na natin patatagalin pa. We have Mindoro versus Val City for the 14 under division. Now we turn you over to our arena announcer.
Team manager ng Valenzuela. Intro ko na. Good evening and welcome to Apex Gaming 88 Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Inaugural Season, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Here at the Queen's Manotoc, Valenzuela, we got 14 under for Valenzuela Junior Classics. And Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados. And now, let's make way for the starters. First, for Mindoro Decena Foundation Junior Disciplinados, at guard number 6, Prince Cabog. Another guard number 28, Cesar Silio. Center number 31, Andre Andrade. Forward number 22, Adi Alvarez. And another forward number 26, John Johnson. Their head coach, Eugene Ocampo. Assistant head coach, Kim Talastas, Kim Gonzalez, and team manager, Jason Olivares. And now, for your Valenzuela Classic Junior. At guard number 3, Kenneth Gayo. Another guard number 30, Zach Pula. Center number 1, Charles Orbe. Forward number 5, Hans Banaderia. Playing forward number 19, Marcos De La Paz. Team head coach, Eric C. Assistant head coach, Joseph Pochada. Assistant coaches, Joseph Pochada, John Velasquez, and CJ Luengo. Team manager, Mark Zambrano, and Errol Francisco. Referees for this ball game, Mark Pardigo, Joel Verdeo, and Romel Galiwa. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
All right, folks, we have your 14 under matchup for Valenzuela in Mindoro. One team coming off of a loss just yesterday, that's Val City. And then Mindoro's coming off of a win, but that was 3 weeks ago, as Joe mentioned to us, against the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. And so what do you want to see from these two teams at the start of this game?
You know, yung mga pinag-usapan natin nung pregame, that's basically it. Pero let's dive into the numbers. Itong Valenzuela, they had more attempted shots against Antipolo no last game nila, but way less field goals made. So doon pa lang makikita mo yung inconsistency, no? Yung inefficiency na pinakita nila. And for other aspects naman, fast break points, they only had 6 compared sa kalaban nila na 23 that game. So ang laki nung lamang ng kalaban nila doon, and they need to improve on capitalizing yung fast break opportunities.
Well, the good thing about Valenzuela for this game is that they are on their home court, and when it comes to being on your home court, there's a tendency to shoot a lot better for your squad. So let's see if that could be a great turnout tonight for Val City. Right now it's Mindoro with the basketball, and they're up 3-0. They continue to be patient with the rock, but then they turn the ball over. Forward pass for Valenzuela. That was from Pula. The problem was his teammate could not handle the ball.
Yun yung mga pinag-uusapan natin, no? Yung margin for error against these kinds of teams, lalo ng Mindoro. They have a winning record. Yung margin of error mo maliit lang because once na magkamali ka, they will take advantage of that mistake.
And as we know here in the junior MPBL, a lot of teams capitalize on those mistakes. We do see a lot of fast break opportunities and conversions, which is why some statistics could be a bit wild when you look at them on paper. Right now it is 3-0 still, as we are inside the Queen's Manotoc court in Valenzuela. That's a miss from downtown. Ball rebounded by the blue shirts. Mindoro with the basketball. That's Kabog. Pass to the right. There's the attack. Offensive rebound. Kick out. Kilo onto his point guard. Three-pointer is short. Rebound for Alvarez. Now he leans in off the glass and he makes the bucket.
It's evident, no? They're not settling for shots outside. Gusto nilang umatake talaga inside, and gusto nilang atakihin ang laro na yun sa ganung forma.
On the other end, Valenzuela looking to attack quickly, and Banyadera was fouled by the big guy of Mindoro. I'd like to ask you this, having covered a couple of games already in the junior MPBL, what are your expectations when you cover the 14 under league?
Well, sa 14 under league, no, you can really expect na medyo sloppy pa when it comes to offense because, of course, mga bata yung mga yan, no, they don't really have that great handle sa basketball. Pero in defense, doon ka matutuwa because kita mo yung 50-50 plays, kita mo yung hustle, kita mo yung mga hindi nakikita sa stat sheet eh. Lalo na when you watch the game. And doon mo ma-realize na iba talaga maglaro ang mga bata. They have the energy. Grabe yung pinapakita nilang kamandag, kumbaga.
And that is one thing that we can expect in each and every game sa mga bata, no? Sa mga pros. Minsan, nagiging reklamo yan ng mga fans sa bakit parang hindi ganun kataas yung energy na nakita natin. Right now, the energy is also high for the fans who are inside the Queen's Manotoc court. There was a turnover for Val City. Balik tayo sa Mindoro. Pressure up top. Ball almost stolen away by Gayo. Here's the recovery for Mindoro. Three-pointer is short. Offensive rebound. Alvarez will fire and score.
Another bucket for Mindoro, no? Again, they're showing why they have 3 wins right now, and another steal for them.
How about that? Great patience by Mindoro. Also for the shooter na hindi nagmadali, no? Itong si Andrade. Mindoro off to a great start against the home squad. There's the attack. And Banyadera will go back to the stripe.
And that's one thing that they can capitalize on. Again, yung last win nila, na, which was 20 days ago. Free throw din ang naging kuhento sa kanilang laro na yun. So, let's see if that'll be the story once again in our ball game.
Wow, this is a huge substitution for Coach Eric C. 4 players coming in to join Banyadera. I'd be interested as to knowing if Banyadera will also be subbed out after he shoots these free throws. Pero mukhang wala na, no? Mukhang 4 lang.
Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin na energy talaga. I think they're looking to really maximize yung energy ng kanilang players. Palit agad, then press agad, yung mga ganong klaseng tactics.
Para sigurado kang walang pagod sa court. Kaya mabilisan yung palitan. There's the attack on the side step. Nice move. That point guard has been very aggressive itong si Cabog. That's Prince Cabog, who already has 5 points in this game. The other end, Pañadera. Had to barge his way through to no avail. Cabog is all alone. There's the chase, but Cabog still scores.
Back-to-back baskets for Cabog again. Sabi mo, he's been very aggressive, no? Actually, wala siya talaga sa listahan ng players na kaabang-abang, no? When you will ask the coaching staff and sa stats. Pero alam mong, when you're watching this game, no? So far, alam mong throughout the game, kaabang-abang talaga yan.
Akala mo siya yung star player nila, no? But in our script, actually, we have 2 players to watch out for. Who are they for Mindoro?
For Mindoro, of course, we have the 21.8 points per game scorer. It is Leo Del Hilot. And don't disregard his elite defense, no? Because of his efficient scoring. He's also averaging 5.3 steals per game. So
that's a lot. 5.3, crazy. But the thing is, there are a handful of players, no, na ganun yung average. All throughout the 3 divisions that we have in the junior MPBL. Pass inside off of the steal, and there was the conversion by... That was a player coming off the bench, itong si Frias.
And finally, another bucket for Valenzuela. Kasi medyo nakakaangat na itong Mindoro, and what you don't wanna do is give the momentum sa kabilang team.
It's now 13-4, Mindoro on the run. Pass by Janicio. Oh, that was off of Mindoro. It's a turnover. And now, for Val City, number 27 will come in. That is Gavin Nunag. So now, this is the full second unit for Coach Eric on the court.
So far, ang na-observe ko for Valenzuela is they are apparently shy of shooting the basketball. No? 5 attempts pa lang so far compared sa kalaban na 13. So of course, if you want to make shots, you have to take them. So let's see if they'll improve on that.
Let's see if they can attempt one here. There's the 3-pointer for Corpus. Might have been deflected by that Mindoro player. Forward pass, bit of a no-look there. And there's the conversion.
Kita natin, no? Yung unselfishness from the blue shirts. And of course, itong si Cabog, kanina pa tayo pinapakitaan. And now, just showing the presence of mind, no? Kita natin. He saw the defender coming. And kahit may defender, he chose to get the contact.
So that's 9 points already for Cabog in this game. The assist came from Leo Del Hilot, the guy who you talked about, who averages 22 points per game. Now we have an Atlantis 88 timeout.
From the court to the casino, elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
One of the twin from Team Mindoro, Asi Alvarez, will be sitting out on this game. Nabanggit sa akin ng mga coaches that last training, nadulas daw siya sa sarili niyang pawis. Kaya nag-decide itong mga coaches na wag na lang siya maglaro sa larong ito at magpahinga na lang muna. Although it's nothing serious, nothing to worry about. On the other side of the court naman, para naman sa Team Valenzuela, kita natin medyo slow start sila pero ang coaches confident na makukuha nila ang kanilang ikalawang panalo ngayong gabi. Pero bago ang lahat, pasalamat muna tayo sa ating major sponsor, itong Apex Gaming 88. Pwede kang maglaro at manalo gamit ang inyong phone. Play your favorite games anytime and anywhere. Elevate your game only with Apex Gaming 88. Gaming is for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Parental supervision is advised. Back to the panel.
Daphne for that report. Battle inside. It's rebounded by Mindoro. They have the lead 15-4 in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 34 remaining. Go back to the most aggressive guy, Prince Cabog, now with 9 points. Canapi attacks and scores.
Itong si Canapi, no? Got 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists nung kanilang huling laro. So hindi nakakagulat na gusto rin niyang sumali sa scoring output.
He tried to stay aggressive there, but he could not get the putback to go. And there was a foul. on the possession after it. And so Valenzuela will have to inbound full court. The press is on for Mindoro. Let's see if it can be very effective. And right on cue, they get the steal and the 2 points.
Nakikita ko ng Valenzuela is lacking aggressiveness. Mukhang nagkakahayaan sila kumuha ng bola. Yung tipong pagkakuha pa lang, gusto na ipasa agad. So what they need is to have a stable ball handler, no, na hindi magpapatinag sa pressure na binibigay ng Mindoro.
Yan ang mahirap, lalo na bata pa itong mga to. A lot of them, tendency nagmamadali. As you mentioned early in our coverage, it's now 19-4. Pass to the left, 3-pointer for Val City. That was too strong. Takbo sa kabila. Cabog will stop and pop. And then he missed that shot. Rebound Canapi, another 3-pointer, in and out. They've been shooting a lot of threes already in this game.
Mukhang they have the confidence, no? They're not necessarily sinking those 3-pointers. Pero kita natin na may confidence and may green light from the coach to shoot them.
And there was a breakaway layup for Basas on the other end. And then we will proceed to another Apex Gaming 88 timeout as we take a look at the replay. The breakaway, 2 easy points for Mr. Basas.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
We are back inside the Queen's Manotoc court in Valenzuela following your Apex Gaming 88 timeout. The score is obviously dominated by Mindoro at the start of this game. They have been attacking that defense of Val City. You've mentioned the attempts in this matchup. Only 2 out of 9 for Valenzuela. 9 out of 23 on the other hand for Mindoro.
So actually, both teams hindi naman talaga ganun ka-efficient. Pero kung titignan mo sa attempts, important din talaga yung confidence na itong Mindoro. Even though they're not sinking even half the shots that they're taking, kita mo na they're really aggressive, hindi sila nahihiyang tumira. And I think at the end of the day, yun pa rin talaga yung mahalaga. Yung tumira ka because if hindi ka naman titira in the first place, of course, walang papasok.
And for those of you who are wondering why Mindoro has been attempting a lot more shots, they've had 10 offensive rebounds already in this game as compared to their 9 defensive rebounds. So mas marami pa silang rebounds on the offensive end. I had to mention that because the turnover story is only 8-7 magkalapit para sa ating dalawang koponan. Here's an attack and kick for the white shirts. Valenzuela with another pass. 3-second violation.
And yun yung again, margin of error, no? Maliit lang. I'm sure yung mga ganitong klaseng opportunities papalagan agad nitong Mindoro, lalo na ang kanilang 20 points per game scorer ay nasa floor na.
That's Canapi, who misses inside, but he gets another offensive board. That's number 11 for Mindoro in this game. Del Monte, his turn to attack. The temp was a bit too strong. You know, that's another thing that we've noticed in this court, no? The court is not as stable, you know, as the usual courts that we have, as we got to witness 2 points for Valenzuela.
Kita natin, no? Na the composure right there. And of course, they needed that kasi they've been dominated by their opponent. And kailangan nila ng something na magbibigay ng momentum sa kanila. And let's see kung ito na nga ba yung said momentum na makakapagbigay and hopefully will give them a chance to get back into the ball game.
By the way, that play was brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness that focuses on strength and conditioning and athletic training. We go back 19-9. Another attack for Mindoro. Offensive rebound. No conversion, but Canapi keeps at it. He was blocked.
Great defense that time. Tingnan natin kung matatranslate nila into transition offense.
Oh, a chase down on the other end. This time courtesy of Arkin nandin.
Yun yung maganda, no, for Valenzuela. Even though they're down, hindi sila pinanghinaan ng loob. Gusto pa rin nilang sumabay, no? They still wanna contest yung shots na binibigay ng Mindoro.
Well, I'm sure the crowd has a lot to do with that as we get to see a breakaway layup courtesy of Leo Del Hilot.
Yeah, one of the guys talaga nakaabang-abang sa Mindoro squad na to. Again, 20 points per game scorer. He can also deliver on the defensive end. What more can you ask for? I think siya talaga yung kailangan i-contain ng Valenzuela.
Is there an argument that Mindoro is guard heavy? Na doon talaga nanggagaling yung production nila?
Yeah, I think so. Kasi kanina ko pa na-notice, no, even though hindi maganda yung efficiency nila, yung backcourt talaga nila, yung kumbaga may bayag para tumira.
And they're the ones getting offensive rebounds for their squad. But it's also not a knock on their bigs who have been defending well, obviously. But they've been getting a ton of stops with their press. Free throw converted by Valenzuela. It's now 21 points for Mindoro and 9 for Val City. A minute to go. Hilot all the way for 2. And that is another pound-for-pound fitness move. Meron pang fans itong si Ginoong Hilot.
Yun yung pinag-uusapan natin, no? As we can see on the instant replay. Nakita niya tumingin siya sa likod for a while because he was expecting a defender para sumabay sa kanya. And na-anticipate niya leading to that end one.
Another offensive rebound and another conversion.
He's just on fire, no? Actually, simula pa lang to. Titignan natin kung madadala ba na yun sa ibang parts ng game.
And again, it's the guards doing the damage on the other end. 2 points for Valenzuela.
Speaking of guards, no, kita natin na makulit talaga yung mga guard. And of course, agile din ang bigs ng Mindoro kaya nakakatakbo talaga sila on the hardwood.
And that's what you have to love in your 14 under division team. Dahil nga maraming takbuhan itong ligang ito. You'd want your lineup to be as agile as you want. Oh, an up and under move. Just no conversion for Valenzuela. There was a foul at the backcourt. We have 21 seconds to go at wala na po tayong stoppage time, no? Even in the last 2 minutes of the first through the third quarters. Here comes Mindoro with 10 seconds to go. Another layup. Another steal. Kanapi will convert.
They're just on fire right now, dominating the paint and overall the game against Valenzuela.
It's Hilot and Kanapi doing most of the damage here in the first quarter. They have combined for 8 plus 6. Ilan yun?
14.
14. There you go. 14 points for those two players in the opening frame as we take a look at our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game in the first quarter. And again, Apex Gaming 88 brings gaming fun here at the Junior MPBL. Pwede kang maglaro at manalo gamit ang inyong phone. Play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Elevate your game only with Apex Gaming 88. We'll be back for your second frame.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay.
Back for your Junior MPBL action in Valenzuela. This is Mix Gomez alongside Cho Pangilinan, and we also have Daphne Cristobal for your last 3 games of your Junior MPBL weekend. It's Mindoro versus Valenzuela. And again, for Mindoro, 2 players have been doing the damage, both of them guards in this game. This time around, it's Valenzuela with the layup.
And they need that one, no? They need to capitalize on those kinds of opportunities because aside from the fact that they're down, they're out-rebounded by their opponents, lalo na on the offensive end, no? I think dalawa na sa Mindoro, no? May 5+ offensive rebounds. So that says something sa kanilang opponent.
How about the overall rebounds?
For the overall rebounds, no, we can see na medyo dominated din talaga, no. We have 23 for Mindoro against 9 lang ng Valenzuela. And actually, that's not the only statistic na kailangan nila i-improve. No? Tingnan natin kung makakabalik ba sila in the second quarter.
There's the big lead of Mindoro on your screen. As Basas continues to be aggressive, he's made 2 layups so far in this game. Oh, it looks to have been Pula who got fouled. Zach Pula actually played very well in their previous outing, had a double-double of 12 points and 10 rebounds. And I did ask him, no, meron ko bang paboritong gawin on the court? Sabi niya, hindi kasi simple lang yung basketball game ko. Nagulat ako doon. Kasi usually kung bata ka, mataas yung pangarap mo. Gusto mo, flashy yung idol mo. Pero ang idol niya kasi ay si Dwight Ramos. And as we know, Dwight plays very simple basketball.
Yeah, I agree, no? Dwight, hindi mo talaga makikita na naglalabas ng crossovers na flashy. He just plays the ball really simple and ironic because si Curry ang wallpaper ng ating basketball court ngayon.
Right. It's good that you mentioned that because Valenzuela is actually known for having murals in their court. So right now, this is Golden State Warriors themed. Hindi po Mindoro themed, if you're wondering, because Mindoro shares the same colors of Golden State. But we do have another court kung saan si Kobe naman ang makikita mo sa gilid-gilid. So watch out for that. All right, now we have to listen in to Daphne Cristobal for this report.
Zach Pula, who scored 12 points yesterday, admits there's nothing to celebrate about because it was a loss and he has the most number of turnovers, which is at 7. And contrary to that, his love for basketball came from his family who are also into sports. Present in attendance nga ang kanyang parents. Yung number 1 inspiration niya sa paglalaro ng basketball. Let's see more of Zach here on this game. Back to you, Mix and Cho.
Hindi lang pala si Dwight Ramos, pati yung magulang ni Zach, yung kanyang inspiration. Let's see if he will be able to play better in this game in terms of taking care of that basketball. Turnovers in this game, kamusta nga ba sa ating dalawang koponan?
For turnovers, no, lapit lang naman ang naging labanan in terms of sa kwentong turnovers. But then again, yung mga ganyang klaseng stats, no, yun yung mga nagiging equalizer. Na kailangan maghanap ka ng ibang aspect of the game na lalamangan mo yung kalaban para manalo.
Right now, the game has been purely dominated by Mindoro so far. And the guards haven't stopped with their aggressiveness here in the second frame. Free throw shooting ang napapansin natin on the other end for Valenzuela.
For Valenzuela, doon sila lamang, no? They have shot a lot of free throws, 11 to be exact, 45%. Samantalang itong Mindoro, 0 out of 2. So I think that's just 1 trip so far. But I think it says something then sa defense of Valenzuela. Maybe they're not defending very aggressively.
And they haven't been boxing out. You can't miss about that. We just saw 2 points coming from Banyadera, who has been getting to the line in this game. You mentioned it, 5 out of 11, only 45%, which as we know, is not that high. And I ask you this, Cho, ikaw ba, anong standard mo in free throw shooting? What's a good percentage for you?
I think more than half for me. Yun,
Okay.
Pwede kong masabi na good outing on the line. Because may laging sinasabi sa akin yung coaches ko when it comes to the free throw, or the art of free throws in general. Ang free throws, tigil ang oras, walang bantay, and you have a chance para makalapit or makalamang lalo sa kalaban mo na ngayon nga, tigil ang oras. So that's basically a cheat code. And if you're not gonna capitalize on the said cheat codes, yun na nga, you're bound to not lose naman, no? Pero another disadvantage for your team.
All right, now Pula just missed his first free throw. The first cheat code, so as to say, for him. Let's see if he can recover. 1 out of 2. But as you mentioned, above 50% is a good percentage. I did the math for the whole of the junior MPBL. 60% ang average ng ating mga koponan. A lot of analysts would actually be harsher, no, to our players. Kasi, syempre, perfectionist. Iba, coaches na. Gusto nila 80% yung porsyento. Then again, you can't blame them as well.
Yeah, I think reasonable naman yun, no? Pero I like to take into mind din talaga na, of course, mga bata yung mga to. And hindi naman, of course, rason yun. But then again, di ba, i-take account mo lahat ng pwedeng factors. Kung bakit yun na yung consider mo na maayos na percentage.
Ikaw kasi pinaka nakaka-relate sa kanila kasi ikaw yung pinaka-batang analyst eh. First year college ka pa lang, no? So ikaw mismo, you could have competed in this league.
Yeah, actually, pwede pa akong magano.
Last year sana, no?
Yeah, last
Kung
year,
meron.
18 under, no?
There's another offensive rebound for Canapi and a conversion as well.
And again, Canapi, no? One of the guys din talaga na inaasahan. And mukhang maraming paproblemahin itong Valenzuela. Kasabi ko kanina, they need to check hilot lang para mapigilan no, ang scoring outburst. Pero mukhang hindi lang pala si hilot ang kailangan nilang problemahin.
Canapi already has 7 boards with 8 points in this game. In the previous outing, we mentioned his stat line versus Pampanga. 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 dimes. So he has certainly outplayed himself. Itong si John Carl Canapi. It's Hilot who's on the line right now.
And that's good, no? Because again, itong si Hilot, I believe, si Hilot, safe to say, no? Ang, kumbaga, primary contributor. Pero habang, of course, he's resting or nag-check siya ng depensa, kailangan talaga may ibang magte-take charge, no? O may ibang magkaroon ng bayag para tumira.
Let me check that as well. It's Cabot who was at the line and then he makes the three-pointer now for Mindoro. Nice steal, nice pass, and nice conversion.
Mindoro just dominating their opponents right now. No, I have really no words aside from the fact that they're playing a really good basketball.
Canapi just continues to pound here. Galing sa pound for pound, no? Itong si Canapi. That's 10 points already in this game for him. And then there's the answer on the other end for Banyadera.
Ayun na nga, no? Again, yung mga ganong klaseng plays, kailangan talaga ng Valenzuela because they're trying to find their rhythm. As we can see the instant replay, medyo na-late yung depensa sa pagsabay sa kanya. So with that said, he capitalized. Inangat niya agad. And unfortunately for Mindoro, that's an end one for him.
So we're back to free throws for Val City. They're still below 50%. Now they're at 50%, 7 out of 14 for Banyadera and company. The problem is they're down by 20 points.
Yeah, and again, even though I talked about free throws kanina, no, hindi naman pwedeng sa free throws ka lang talaga aasa. Basketball is a multifaceted game. Hindi pwedeng you're just excelling at one thing. Kailangan kahit papano may general knowledge ka or capability ng iba pang aspect.
How about Banyadera though, who just barged his way through again? He picked up the foul, but it looks like his basket won't count. It will be a sideline inbound for Valenzuela. Here we go, the half court, Banyadera. He's not the tallest of big men, and he sure is hefty. Turnover.
Kita naman natin na even though he's not tall, no, may width siya. And kita natin from the previous plays, may IQ siya. He knows how to capitalize on the late defender. So you can definitely expect something from him.
Itong si Cabog, naging matanda dun sa move na yun, no? Bumangga na lang sa kanyang defender.
And medyo nag-extend siya noon dito ng arm, no? The referees had no choice din talaga but to call that. Great call by the officials.
Yeah. And it happened in front of that official. Miss on the other end, put back, no good, and back to free throws.
And ayun na nga, no? Mukhang yun ang nagiging kwento ng ating laro. And if they want to go back into the ball game, kailangan nilang ipasok ang free throws nila.
Ikaw ba meron kang free throw advice para sa mga bata?
Well, you know, as cliche as it may sound, reps talaga. No?
Reps
you really
talaga.
need to practice it a lot of times. And practice mo nang pagod ka. I remember dati may drill kami na mag-sprints muna, no? Tapos doon mag-free throws. Yeah, para napapractice mo yung kahit pagod ka. Of course, you only have 10 seconds to shoot on the line. Hindi pwedeng maghihintay ka ng more than 10 seconds para magpahinga tapos doon mo lang titira. So, that's something din. Na, kasi iba, kahit maraming reps, di ba? Hindi naman nila pinapractice at game speed, kumbaga, or game rate.
You know, I'd like to add on to that, no? Because you made a great point. Kailangan sanay kang pagod habang tumitira ng free throws. As Cabog misses from downtown, I was able to work with Nico Salva. I'm sure you're familiar with him. 5-time UAP champion Nico Salva. And I asked him the same question. What's his advice in terms of free throw shooting and shooting in general? to players and he said, yes, mapapagod ka. And so, kailangan sanay ka. Pero ngayon nasanay ka na, you have to always remember to use your legs. Kasi ang tendency ng mga players, kapag pagod ka na, you tend to rely on your upper body to release that ball. Not really much leg power. And that changes your shot fully.
And that's such an underrated advice, no? But I think, when I think about it, nagets ko rin bakit eh. Because of course, sa basketball court, ano ba ang laging gumagana? Yung paa mo eh. So, yung legs mo eh. So, yun ang gusto mong ipahinga as much as possible. And yun, kaya ngayon na nagiging reason bakit minsan arms na lang talaga ang pinantitira.
But then again, as the 5-time UAP champion said, that's not an excuse. And kids, you better listen to Nico Salva, who's currently a PBA 3x3 player. Shout out to Nico. We go back to Valenzuela. 3-pointer from the corner. No basket. Ball tapped and recovered by the white shirts. Basas for 3. Too strong. There's the forward pass. Hilot recovers. Another turnover. It's 41-22. Make that 3.5 minutes remaining in the second frame.
And speaking of 3.5 minutes remaining, no? I think, again, malaking lamang to. Pero if gusto makahabol ng Valenzuela, no, they need to cut it to at least below 20.
At least below 20 for halftime. Tama ba
Yeah,
yun?
for halftime, yeah.
And then, kapag third quarter, ano goal mo para sa kanila?
I think 12 to 10 points pwede na para hindi ka papasok ng fourth ng medyo malayo.
Alright, now it's 19. So, yung 20, nakuha na nila yon. Could you give them a better goal? Nasa 19 eh.
Well, it's at 19, no? Tingnan natin unang-una kung ma-maintain nila. That's the first challenge. Pero mas maganda kung mapapababa pa nila ng kung kaya nila, no? At least 10 because of course yung Mindoro hindi mo naman pwedeng expect na hindi na sila mag-score, no, for the rest of the quarter.
So yung third quarter goal natin, pwede na natin i-resolve the second quarter. Question is, can Val City actually answer to that call? There was a foul on the loose ball. It's on Val City's Charles Orbe. Orbe, by the way, has been missing in this matchup. He does average 8 points and 9 rebounds per game. Basas on the drive. Too strong. Recovery. Sorry, miss inside. Forward pass. And here comes the breakaway for Canapi.
Speaking of Canapi, no, yun yung nakukulangan ako sa Valenzuela, yung mga capable scorers. Because again, si Charles Orbe, averaging almost 8 points per game, almost 9 rebounds per game. Pero ang kailangan talaga nila is yung efficient scorer. Kumbaga, yung mala Leo Del Hilo.
Now we have another Apex Gaming 88 timeout. Score reads 43-23.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine.
I'm here with Assistant Coach Marlon Zambrano of Team Valenzuela. Coach, nakita natin medyo nagsistruggle yung team nyo dito sa quarter na to. Ano po sa tingin nyo yung kailangan nilang gawin para makapag-bounce back?
Sa box out namin, sa rebounds, ang daming offensive rebound ng kalaban. So, kailangan namin ma-contain yung rebound nung Mindoro. Yun. Tapos konting hassle pa. Yun.
Coach Marlon, meron po ba kayong gustong pasalamatan ngayon or batiin?
Babatiin lang namin yung mga sponsors namin. Progress by Boss Edong Canlas, Lemon Square, CDO, Kong Eric Martinez, Boss Voltaire Ora, RK Hoops, PSW Sportswear, Umori Japanese Cuisine, GLC Track and Equipment, Danau Lechon, and yung Maestro Sports Academy namin nila, Coach Eric.
Thank you, Coach Marlon, and good luck po sa team ninyo. And syempre, pasalamat tayo sa Apex Gaming 88. Pwede kang maglaro at manalo gamit ang inyong phone. Play your favorite games anytime and anywhere. Elevate your game only with Apex Gaming 88. Gaming is for 21 years old and above only. Keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Parental supervision is advised. Back to the panel.
Thank you, Daphne. So there you have it. Offensive rebounding is the theme. Ano update natin dyan?
For offensive rebounds, no, itong Valenzuela, they've only managed to get 9, no, compared sa kalaban nila na they have, Mindoro has 17. So, ang laki nung lamang doon in that area. Actually, hindi lang naman yun yung aspect na inaalala nila, but then again, kaya sila nakakuha ng second chance points itong Mindoro because of those said offensive rebounds.
You know, what's always crazy to me is when I see that offensive rebounds are more than defensive rebounds, as we get to see a three-pointer coming in from Gayo. That's badly needed by Val City.
Yeah, for Valenzuela, no, obviously, yung inside presence nila hindi gumagana para sa kanila. So, tingnan natin kung sa ganung forma nila gusto tignan ang larong to.
Valenzuela is 1 out of 11 from downtown so far in this game. Mindoro is 2 out of 9 on the other end. There was a traveling violation called on Leo Hilot. We've been talking about him as the leading scorer of Mindoro. Well, he does idolize Kyrie Irving, and so we can see a bit of Kyrie from him on the court. Sabi nga niya, no, hilig niya umatake lang ng umatake kahit na minsan ay natatawagan siya ng traveling violation.
And kailangan nila yun. No? Again, looking at it in a bigger picture, they're in the middle of the pack. 3-2 ang kanilang record. So if gusto nilang umangat, no, gusto nilang makalayo, or gusto nilang pumunta sa top of the standings, kailangan mag-level up ang performance. Not only for Hilot, pero yung kanyang mga kasamahan.
And we have to remember, we are already halfway done in our regular season. And so, soon enough, we will be talking about playoff implications. But as we have 30 seconds remaining, we have to remind everybody na meron po tayong play-in tournament for the Junior MPBL. So this is like the NBA. The top 16 will proceed, and then seeds 7 through 10 will compete in the play-in. There's the leaner for Val City. Kick out, three-pointer number 12. Too strong. Down to 16 seconds. Del Monte lost the ball. 9 seconds. Val City. Sorry, miss on the layup. Down to 5 seconds. Again, the clock will continue to run. Oh no, it has stopped now. In the dying seconds. All right, so Gayo will have 3 seconds now. He will shoot. Short. And so we proceed to halftime with the score reading 45-26 in favor of Mindoro against Valenzuela. And now we take a look at our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game. The sidestep coming in from one of the best performers from Mindoro in the first half, making the Valenzuela coach very unhappy at the sideline. That is Mr. Leo Del Hilot para sa Mindoro. 19-point game at halftime.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga.
We are back inside the Queen's Manotoc covered court in Valenzuela City. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside the newly graduate from high school, Mr. Cho Pangilinan, and Daphne Cristobal. Sino mas bata sa inyo?
Si Daphne is 22 and I am 19.
Wow,
Magti-20 naman
so
na
you're
ako.
the youngest today. Right now, it is the youngest division as well in the junior MPBL. 14 under for Val City versus Mindoro. 45-26 is the score. Hilot, pass inside. Nice fake. Unfortunately, his teammate missed another offensive rebound. And there's the conversion for Johnson.
Yun yung magandang ginagawa ng Mindoro nung first half. They got 21 out of 47, 44% against sa kalaban nila. 8 out of 36 lamang, 22% for Valenzuela. So,
Halos doble.
titignan
Actually,
mo lang
more
yun.
than double.
Diba? Kung titignan, dun pa lang, alam mo na kung kung sino ang lamang, ano? Kung sino ba nag-dominate in this ball game.
And so, from free throw shooting percentage, what's your ideal field goal shooting percentage?
Field goal shooting percentage, I think maganda na yung above half. Pero
Okay.
pero you can still deal with kahit papaano, no? Yung a little slightly lower than half, no?
Oo.
But I think very commendable na ang above half.
Well, the average is 45% from the field. That's overall shooting from the field. From downtown, it's only down to 20%, which we can understand. Sidestep and 2 points. That was by... Oh, let me check that. It's Engarcial. Pula gets fouled.
And again, yun yung kailangan nilang i-improve, no? Actually, marami silang kailangan i-improve, pero field goal is the first and foremost because that will be the one to give you points. And other factors naman, we also have rebounds. 24 rebounds for Valenzuela. Sa kalaban nila is 38. Actually, yung ibang stats kung titignan mo, no? The assists, the steals, the blocks, turnovers, medyo manageable pa eh. Medyo dikit pa. Pero Mindoro has managed really to get the offensive rebounds and from there, dun sila nakakuha ng second chance points with 18 for them and for their opponent 4 lamang.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how many offensive rebounds Mindoro will have at the end of this game compared to the overall rebounds of Valenzuela. Pero syempre mamaya-maya pa yan. That was a turnover committed by the blue shirts. Again, they're perfect. Itong Mindoro playing on this court, which is basically themed after the Golden State Warriors. And they do wear blue and yellow, much like their team in the pros. As Pula scores inside.
I think may effect din, no? Kung bakit sila naglalaro ng maayos talaga. It's because medyo fit ang theme ng court sa kanilang jersey.
Ikaw ba, have you played on a court with a mural like this?
Well, may mural ng Red Lion sa gitna.
Iba naman yun. Iba naman yun. Well, I played on a court where I can see Michael Jordan at the baseline. It's just weird because Michael Jordan was painted left-handed. But still, it was a bit of a psychological effect as De La Paz makes the second three-pointer in this game for Valenzuela.
And yun na nga, no? Again, they're not really shooting good from anywhere. Whether it's a 2-point area, it's a 3-point area. Pero tira natin kung yun na yung magiging game strategy nila coming forward. Because obviously, hindi naman talaga gumagana sa kanila ang 2-point area.
How about that answer coming from Cabog? That's three-pointer number 3 for Mindoro. Let me check what I just said. We've also seen 3 three-pointers so far for Valenzuela. So Cabog now has 16 points in this game. And he was the one who started it all, even before the emergence of Hilot and Kanapi.
Actually, kita natin, no? Valenzuela with a 3-pointer. Actually, speaking of 3-pointers, yun din. If you're gonna look at the stats, medyo dikit ang laban when it comes to the 3-point shooting. But doon talaga, again, iulitin ko lang sa offensive rebounds, doon talaga nakakalamang medyo nag-a-apply dito sa game yung sinasabi natin. If you out-rebound your opponent, mananalo ka.
And that has translated onto good 2-point shooting for Mindoro. They're now 22 out of 41 from 2. Make that 23 out of 42.
And Cabog na naman, no? Actually, this is not the only one who is scoring double digits for Mindoro. Tatlo na sila ni Hilot at ni Kanapi.
That's the big 3. And they're all guards, which we talked about in the first half for Mindoro. Guards doing the damage. Great offensive rebound by Gepulye inside.
Yeah, it's funny lang, no? Because 3 guards ang double digits when you can only have 2 on the court. So magtataka ka, no? Na tuwing pinapasok mo yung isa, na nagagamit niya talaga efficiently yung oras na bibigay sa kanya.
So walang patay na oras sa guard positions for Mindoro. And I won't be surprised if we get to see all 3 of them together on the court. We've seen a ton of 3-guard lineups already in the world of basketball. Sa Golden State pa lang mismo, nakita na natin yan a lot of times. And they're about to do that again with Chris Paul in the lineup. Yeah. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson joining him.
Yeah, yun yung sinasabi nilang positionless basketball, no? Na nagiging trend. Na kumbaga, when you call someone a big man, it doesn't necessarily mean that he can shoot the 3, he can bring down the ball. You know, we have the likes of Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh yeah.
Kayang-kayang gawin yun.
Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns, by the way, who defeated Gilas Pilipinas and who celebrated with a crowd inside the Araneta Coliseum. Something that you will not see on a normal day. So usually, yung mga players nagtatago yan mula sa fans eh.
Yeah, pero again, at the end of the day, no? I-relate lang natin na onti sa ating 1400 division. Yun yung mga klaseng players na tinitingala ng ating mga very players who are playing here. So they really need to make a good example of themselves dahil maraming nanonood sa kanila.
Have you seen more guards na nag-transition into big men or big men transitioning into guards in the junior MPBL?
That is actually a very interesting question. Pero I think gusto ko lang ayusin yung tanong ng onte. I think mas maraming forwards na kumbaga they applied both facets of the game, no? Inside and outside, kaya naging all around na talaga sila.
Another steal, another basket for Mindoro. There's the press and it's effective. That's out of bounds for De La Paz. We have 5 minutes and 33 remaining in the third frame. Again, wala na pong stoppage time, no? From the first to the third frames, including the last 2 minutes, unless the referee says so. Sa fourth quarter lang po tayo may stoppage.
And that's actually another adjustment na kailangan i-keep in mind ng ating teams.
At magugulat na lang din tayo dahil mabilis lang matatapos yung last 2 minutes natin. At least for the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, and again, I believe no basketball is just really a game of adjustments. Actually, a game of whatever you're going to do towards those adjustments. Dun sa mga disadvantages and mga advantages. Because marami talaga factors na makaka-apekto sa overall team play. Pero it's just up to you kung paano mo i-utilize yung mga opportunities, yung mga advantages mo into your own.
Almost a steal by Cabog off of his miss. Pass was a bit too high for Kapatan. It's now 60-35, 4 minutes and 37. Forward pass, nice feed to Kanapi.
And again, another familiar name. Mukhang itong tatlo talaga ang aasahan pa sa ibang games. And again, take note na their last game was 23 days ago. So kung isipin mo, baka nakasira ng momentum, nakasira ng chemistry, pero it's evident na mukhang hindi naman sila natinag at all.
Ikaw ba, kung papapiliin kita, mahabang pahinga o tuloy-tuloy na laro?
Well, strategically speaking, no? I think rest is important din talaga. So, both may advantages naman. May pros and cons parehas. Pero kung ako lang papapiliin, it's really the rest. Because, alam mo yun, kumbaga yung...
May kasamang scouting yun, ah.
Okay.
So everybody knows.
Ayun lang. But then again, yung kumbaga yung mga plays, yung mga chemistry. Again, hindi ko sinasabing hindi siya completely natatanggal. Pero minsan, yung mismong build ng team, no? Hindi mo talaga minsan masisira. So I think the smart way to go is to rest.
But then again, folks, we can't blame some of our teams kasi may mga teams na late pumasok, sumali sa ating liga. Of course, marami tayong iniisip ng mga scheduling factors, no? But at the end of the day, we're happy that we have, 22 teams times 3 in the Junior MPBL. Ang dami agad nun. And we're also being featured on national television and also on our live streams. Such a great platform for our young guns to be able to showcase their talents. And now we have free throws again for Valenzuela. Nasaan na tayo dyan?
For the free throw, kwentong free throw, no? Again, 10 out of 22, so near half.
Mababa yun.
Actually, mababa. Near half, no? Pero, yeah, sa pinag-usapan nating standards kanina, mababa. Ito namang Mindoro, I don't think their lack of free throws has affected their game at all. And I think that says something about the depensa ng Valenzuela. The fact na hindi na-foul ang Mindoro, maybe hindi talaga aggressive defensively ang Valenzuela. So that's one angle that you can look at.
And we have seen the effort on the other end. There's too much effort there on the screen by Engarshal. Yeah, he's gonna have to get used to that. He had his butt out.
Yeah, we can see in the replay, no?
Hindi pwede yan. We have a sub, Engarshal. The sub out. Papasok dito, number 11 for Mindoro. That's Arkin Dandin. At papasok din si Daphne Cristobal.
Oro felt a bit dizzy during game, but as per the league's medical personnel, Andre can still go back to the game. On the other side of the court naman, a lot of attempts para sa Team Valenzuela on the first half. That's why at the end of the second quarter, there was no huddle. Head coach Eric C. immediately instructed the boys to form 2 lines and do shooting drills. Will they finally be alive here in their home court? What do you think, Mix and Cho?
Having 2 lines during a halftime break is certainly unconventional. Pero minsan talaga may mga ganun ang solusyon, no? Yung mga coaches natin.
Yeah, kanya-kanyang styles yan, no? Pero mukhang wala ka namang marereklamo, may sasabi sa ways or sa methods ng Mindoro because they're dominating this ball game.
Now we see this basket inside our pound-for-pound fitness move. Or was it a technical foul? Yeah, it was a technical foul. So apparently hindi ka pwede mag-flex dito sa Junior MPBL. I have to say this. I'm quite fond of that because we don't want to encourage our young guns to be talking trash, you know, being not so unsportsmanlike on the court, especially at a young age. Kasi marami dyan, correct me if I'm wrong, Cho, pero ang dami dyan, syempre, excited eh. Kasi napapanood na sa TV, napapanood sa live stream. They can be a bit too emotional, and so you want to control those emotions as well.
Yeah, I really understand, no, yung dynamics ng ating officials when it comes to these kinds of age divisions. Iba yung approach nila because iba din ang naglalaro. So very understandable, and I agree naman sa kanilang methods.
Now we have a timeout after that offensive foul. There you see the push by Hilot. Again, we proceed to our Apex Gaming 88 timeout.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Kampi natin yung mga yan. Nagbabalik po ang inyong Junior Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. It's Mindoro dominating against Valenzuela. Forward pass, Hilot. Finding Kabog. Sorry, miss on the layup.
Rare miss that time, no, by Kabog. But then again, hindi tayo magugulat because kanina pa siya tumatakbo ng tumatakbo. And he's bound to get tired then. But again, sorry miss for him.
By the way, the big three is on the court for Mindoro. Ayan o, Kanapi with the board. Sorry, that's Hilot. Going to Kabog. And they go to Kanapi. The big three right on cue.
And if I'm not mistaken, no, si Kanapi ang nasa 3 position. Because siya ang may significant height difference among the 2 that you've mentioned. But ito mukhang magiging ito cheat code, no, para sa Mindoro.
And to add to being a cheat code, they're all versatile. It looks like they're also switchable. Itong tatlong to. That's Kanapi, Kabog, and Hilot.
That's just positionless basketball at its finest, no? Kumbaga, you can't really say na meron dyan yung pure big man or actually yung ibang players din, hindi lang naman silang tatlo.
They even have Dumail on the court, who is smaller than the 3. So that means that 2 of the big 3 are playing the forward positions.
Yeah, so you can definitely see yung kakaibang strategy. But then again, hindi ka pwedeng magreklamo because they are really dominating this game. Curious lang no? Na kung anong klaseng strategy ang ginagawa nila.
There was a turnover. Medyo nagmadali doon si Kabog. And we have another Apex Gaming 88 timeout. The score reading 68 or 66 to 38 with 1 minute and 43 remaining in the third quarter.
From the court to the casino. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah.
We're back inside the Queen's Manotoc court in Valenzuela. Catch and shoot, no good for Val City. Recovery, and no bounce. Wow, what an effort. That was Hilot. Is that Hilot?
Yeah, it's
he got the ball.
deal.
The dominance of Hilot, Kanapi, and the other guy. Who's the other guy?
It's Kabog.
Yeah, on the court, it's just very evident.
Don't look now, si Kanapi, he has 26 points. So I think he's bound to get 30 then, no? Because still early in the game.
Pwede.
And mukhang hindi naman siya titigil tumira, no?
Well, they looks to be wanting to convince Mr. Cho Pangilinan to give him the Best Player of the Game award. Pero mag-aagawan pa yung tatlong yan. Tignan natin, mahaba-haba pa.
I think kaya sila tumatakbo, no? Sa fast break kasi nag-uunahan sila. Racing pala to, hindi pala basketball.
That being said, we're just joking around, folks. We're not encouraging for these players to gun for those Best Player of the Game awards. At the end of the day, you're part of a team. Do your role, and then we will reward you. And just so everybody knows, some analysts actually select not according to the points scored. Diba? Minsan may mga onti lang yung puntos, pero dahil ang ganda ng pinakita, Might not even have as many rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, but the overall impact might actually earn them the Best Player of the Game award.
Yan yung tinatawag din na hipster pick eh. No? Kumbaga, hindi naman, kumbaga, the stats doesn't say so, no? Pero, kumbaga, for example, lumabas ng third quarter or nagpakita ng third quarter, yun na agad player of the game. Ang nagiging argument naman doon is, kaya nga best player of the game, hindi best player of the third quarter.
Yes, tama, tama. Ang tanong doon, sino yung hipster? Yung player of the game o yung analyst? Kaya na bahala mag-decide. It's now 67-40, a minute and 5 to go in the third.
Migs kanina na-mention ko, no, na Mindoro has played their last game 23 days ago. Valenzuela kahapon lang. So may kanya-kanyang pros and cons, pero itong Valenzuela, it may be a fatigue factor as well for them because they've played kahapon and then ngayon naglalaro ulit sila. So maybe may fatigue factor, no, or may iba pa silang challenges na kinakaharap.
Pero kahapon hindi yan home court advantage, no? Para sa kanila. As far as I know.
It's still
Dito
in Valenzuela, yeah,
Dito
but
rin.
not in this court, but still in Valenzuela, in West Arena.
Oh, so they're actually pretty lucky to think about it. At maganda dun sa West Arena. 69-42. 30 seconds remaining in the third. Hilot. He drives. Pass inside. Nice escape. And Canapi scores.
Alam mo, yung maganda talaga about these kinds of players, no? It's like they're playing like they're losing. Kumbaga, if you're not gonna look at the scoreboard, titignan mo lang yung mismong game, isipin mo yung Mindoro pa, yung naghahabol.
Now they're running again. Canapi for 30 points. Yes, sir.
And speaking of naghahabol, no? Mukhang hinahabol niya ang best player of the game niya.
Hindi ka pa ba convinced at this point, so? Parang 50 yata ang gusto mo makita mula sa kanya. Wow, what a reverse layup. That was coming from Mindoro's Cyrus Del Monte. Score after 3, folks, is 75-42. As we take a look at our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game. Apex Gaming 88 brings gaming fun here at the Junior MPBL. Pwede kang maglaro at manalo gamit ang inyong phone. Play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Elevate your game only with Apex Gaming 88. Gaming, by the way, folks, is only for 21 years and above. And keep it fun, mga kadiga. Game responsibly. Parental supervision is advised.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to.
We are about to begin the fourth frame for the 14 under division, Val City versus Mindoro. Here it is. This is Mix Gomez alongside Cho Pangilinan and Daphne Cristobal. Steal. That's Cabog. Back at it again. Up and under. No foul. And it's Canapi who cleans it up. 33 points already in this game for Canapi.
And you know, it's already the fourth quarter, no? Hindi pwedeng magpabayaan ng ganun-ganun ng Valenzuela because if tuloy-tuloy nilang hayaan ang kanilang kalaban, it will be really a mountain to climb para makabalik sa larong to.
Oh, wow. No defense. Just ahead of Canapi.
And I think, yun talaga ang epekto, no? Kung gusto mo mag-best player of the game, I think I'm convinced.
Let me check that. John Carl Canapi already has 37 points with 10 rebounds in this game. And we still have 9 minutes to go.
And I think rebounds naman, no, ang kanyang tina-target ngayon.
It's going to be really interesting as to what stat line he will be able to finish with. Canapi, before this game, I asked him Tatlong questions lang naman yan usually. Unang tanong, anong position mo? Shooting guard. What's your favorite thing to do on the court? And he said, play defense. That's rare, by the way. That's rare for a kid to answer. Playing defense is his favorite thing on the court to do. And then, sino idols mo? Sagot niya, dalawa. Michael Jordan, who's a two-way player, and the Flying A, Johnny Abarientos. Sabi ko, in fairness sa'yo, old school.
Alam mo, sinabi mong rare yung playing defense, pero yung the next thing you said, I think mas rare yun eh. Yung mag-idolize ka sa someone na hindi ka pa pinapanganak na naglalaro.
Oh. Well, there must be a very special reason for that, as we got to see a three-pointer for Basas. Oh, sorry. Basas was the one who tried to contest. A three-pointer was made, or that three-pointer was made by Mindoro. Oh, magpapahinga na si Kanapi.
Sabi mo kanina, favorite thing yun, no, to do on the court is defend. Hindi ba score?
Hindi. Kaya nagulat din ako eh. Sabi niya, defense eh. As Hilot, ayan, ang sabi niya, paborito niya, umatake at skumor. Much like Kyrie Irving, his idol. But you know, I have to say this. If you're a kid who's only, 14, 13 years old, and your priority is defense, you're bound for greatness in Philippine basketball.
Yeah, because it's a theme, no? Lalo na sa kabataan ngayon na tumira ng tumira,
Oo.
lalo na sa three-point area, no? Of course, we all know the influence of Steph Curry, as
Right.
we can see. Sila nga ang theme ng mural na to.
Mhm.
It's really rare makakita ng bata that has the humility, no, to just play defense.
Right now, Mindoro continues to play tough defense. They're up by 37 points. Three-pointer for Val City. That's short. And the ball went out of bounds in favor of Mindoro.
Again, hindi obvious, no? Na 37 ang lamang ng Mindoro because the way they contest the shots of Valenzuela, the way they defend, mukhang again sila yung naghahabol, no? Nagpapakapagod pa rin sila. Kumbaga, I think some might say it's a sure win na, pero nakikita natin na hindi, you still want to play, you still want to dominate this ball game.
And that is what you want to see from your team. My question here is, up until when, if you're the head coach of Mindoro, up until when will you have your go-to guys on the floor? Because you don't want them to be injured. But there's also a factor of 23 days na nga silang hindi naglalaro eh. So siguro naman well-rested itong mga ito. Itong mga players natin.
Well, at some point, I think, bibigyan din naman ng playing time yung mga hindi masyadong nabibigyan, no? Nitong coach. But as of now, no, kita natin na mukhang hindi pa yun ang balak niya.
Nice pass by Del Monte. Lefty feed. No foul. But still a basket for Hilot.
Speaking about Hilot, no, specifically, I think yung nagpapalakas talaga sa kanya is his gliding ability. No? Yung kanyang ability na tumalon. Kita naman natin whether it's to contest, it's to take the shot, or kung ano mang kakailanganin ng talon niya, it doesn't fail to just levitate in the air.
Well, we do see his levitation as well in terms of his rebounding ability. Now, Hilot will take a breather at ang papasok ay si Kanapi. So, Kanapi with 37 points will look to increase his output. What's the highest total that we have seen so far in the junior MPBL? Do you have an idea? We're going to have to ask that. Forward pass, a bit reckless there. Pula gets the ball. They go to Basas. He steps back. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound for the big man. That's a traveling violation.
The Charles Orbe, no? That's one of the guys din talaga na inaasahan nila. But for me, no, for Orbe, he still needs to improve yung kanyang versatility, yung kanyang agileness. Because, again, it's really modern basketball na. Hindi pwedeng porket matangkad ka. You play just inside. You need to have presence then outside.
You know, ironically, in terms of flexibility, Orbe's natural position is actually small forward. So, that's pretty interesting as to how he can improve better as a versatile player for Valenzuela. The lead is 39. You have 6 minutes and 30 remaining in your 14 under division game for Val City versus Mindoro. After this, we have 16 and 18 under. And then tomorrow, back to school ang ating mga manlalaro.
And apparently, ako din.
Ikaw din?
Oh, yeah.
Ano oras?
9:15 a.m. ang
Wow.
aming pasok. So yung mga nakikinig ngayon, no, nakaka-relate din ako sa inyo. Sama-sama tayo, no, manood ng basketball hanggang mamaya and gumising ng maaga din mamaya.
But come on, as we say, basketball is life or ball is life. This is no problem. It should be no problem to everybody. Ball out of bounds in favor of Mindoro. Pasok dito. Frias for Valenzuela. Let me check that. It looked to have been John Mark Kapatan. No, it is Frias. Sorry, just had to clarify the players with their jersey numbers. Should have been a breakaway there, but there was a foul to stop the play of Kapatan. There he is.
And the one thing no, you should take mind for Valenzuela, again, not necessarily the best performance you can ask of them. But of course, I'm sure aware sila sa mga kailangan nilang improve. And I think that's better than just being ignorant dun sa mga kailangan mong improve. No? I think they will definitely bounce back from this.
89-47. Couple more subs. Del Monte will take a breather. They go back to Canapi, their leading scorer so far. Again, he has 37 points already in this game. Ball tapped.
And speaking of Canapi, no, I think what makes Mindoro hard to guard din talaga is because they impose different kinds of threats on the floor. Because if alam mong puro atake lang yan sa loob, then you will definitely focus on that. Pero kita natin, of course, hindi naman nila ginawa very well in this game. Pero kayang-kaya nila itira sa labas. So, when you impose different kinds of threats on the floor, mas maraming kailangang alalahanin ng kalaban mo.
Oh, they did start the ball game shooting threes and missing a lot of them. And then the offensive rebounds came. The points in the paint as well. You have to point that one out. It's now 70. Actually, 70 plus. Yeah, that's right. 70 points in the paint as compared to the 20 for Val City.
And yun na nga yung pinag-uusapan natin, offensive rebounds, because there's more to offensive rebounds than there is, no? Once you get the offensive rebounds, you have the chance to get second chance points. So kung ba connected yung dalawang yun, once you give up offensive rebounds, you're basically almost giving up second chance points.
92-51. Step back. Jumper is long. Nice rebound. Such a dominating presence that guy is for Mindoro. Si Johnson. Speaking of dominance, there's Canapi. That's two. Almost 3 rebounds for him. Three-pointer. Long. Tap. Canapi again. And Canapi scores 39 points for one of the Mindoro stars.
Imagine, no? Ganun lang, 4+ rebounds na agad itong si Canapi. In just one sequence.
Well, right now, we're sure that he has 39 points. We're not sure how many rebounds he has because as previously tallied, he had 11. Dagdagan nyo na lang ng kung ilan man yung nakuha niya noon sa previous possession na yun. I'm interested as to how many they will add. Our statistics people. They added 2. So now it's 39 points and 13 rebounds for Canapi. Garcial, 2 points.
And I think it's good to, no? Na binibigyan ng oras yung ibang players ng Mindoro para in case, no, hindi magpakita yung ibang kanilang star players is they have a fallback. And I think that's a smart thing to do.
Here's the breakaway layup, leading to this Apex Gaming 88 timeout.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
We're back inside the Queen's Manotoc court in Valenzuela. By the way, si Mr. Canapi, yung kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan, he's still on the court. Yes, he is. Itong si John Carl Canapi already has 39 points and 13 rebounds. The junior MPBL record, folks, by an individual is 40 points. So he can actually establish the new record with this three-pointer. No good. That could have been the best way, no, for him to get the record.
And mukhang aware naman siya because he's still playing. Or actually, siguro hindi siya aware, but he wants to get the highest points as possible na kaya niya.
There you go, 41 points, and the junior MPBL record for most points in a ball game now belongs to John Carl Canapi.
And you know, looking at the bigger picture, no? Hindi lang to basta-basta panalo. It's a statement win because yung kalaban nila, home court nila to. And beating someone in their home court is basically just a sign of, hindi naman disrespect, no? Pero just making a statement na we dominated you, we owned you.
And the statement continues. 98-51. Miss inside. Canapi again. 43 points. And 15 rebounds now for Canapi.
And they're not only beating their opponent on their home courts, but setting the new junior MPBL scoring record on the said court as well.
It's a happy Sunday for Canapi and his family. I'm sure they're watching right now. To John Carl's family, wherever you may be, shout out to you. Now he will take a breather. Pwede na siya magpahinga. So you can finally write the statistics down.
Pero mukhang si Hilot naman
hindi na.
Pumasok.
Hindi na habol yan. He only has 3 minutes. So the previous record was established by Kin Vicente of Mandaluyong 16 under squad. Now it has been shattered by John Carl Canapi. Let's check the statistics just to be sure. Oh yeah, apparently I miscounted. He still has the record with 43 points and 14 rebounds. So just to hold everybody on the ground, hindi po 45, 43 ang record natin by Mr. Canapi. So siguro naman, Cho, nakapili ka na ng best player mo, no?
Yeah, I think Mr. Canapi is just more than convinced me na siya talaga. Actually, bahala ko mag-hipster pick sana, pero
Wag naman sana. Wag naman. Ikaw ang mapapahiyan yan. As Hilot goes all the way for 2. Now, Hilot has 18 points. The other man from the big three is Prince Cabog. He also has 18 points. You combine the outputs of Cabog and Hilot, that's 36. Still less than what Canapi has for today.
And crazy because they're all in one team. So, kumbaga parang Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant ang naging dating. Just like the same people on the mural sa ating court.
Tama. Oo nga na medyo outdated na yung mural na to.
Diba?
Pero if you think about it dynasty-wise, ano yan? Timeless yan. So that's Klay, Steph, Draymond, KD, and then there are 2 below. Siguro may Klay Thompson dyan, no? And who could the other guy be? Mahaharangan kasi ng Valenzuela crowd. maybe Iguodala. Then again, that was years ago. It's 102-53 right now for Mindoro. The team that's looking like the Golden State Warriors for tonight.
Alam mo, mix that with just breakdown, no? Yung kanilang na-achieve ngayon. Unang-una, yung scoring record ni Kanapi. Beating Valenzuela in their home court and scoring more than 100, which is rare, no? Lalo na sa ating division na to.
It's 102-53 and we have a timeout with 1 minute and 51 to go. So we'll be back.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
There you see the beautiful mural here inside the Queen's Manotoc court in Valenzuela. Ito talaga si Direk Nori, galing eh. Wavelength talaga tayo sa ating director and to the rest of our cameramen inside the venue in Valenzuela. Thank you for that shot. And here comes Garshal, who goes for the layup.
And as I've been repeatedly saying, no? Yun talaga yung magandang ginagawa din ng Mindoro is really playing just like they're losing. So it's a really good attitude to carry on.
Del Monte with the ball. It's a double dribble and as the referee just blew his whistle. Now let us break down the statistics, the dominance in this game by Mindoro. Isa-isahin mo na, Cho, lahat ng mga dominating categories for them.
Unahin muna natin, no? Itong rebounds. 65 so far, no? Versus 39 lamang ng Valenzuela.
We have to mention the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, let us check out yung usapang offensive rebounds, no? Total, they have 29.
29.
And 37 ng defensive. So, kumbaga, almost half-half defensive, offensive, no? Actually, at some point in the game, I think it was 16 offensive rebounds and 18 defensive.
At some point, umangat pa yung offensive. How about the other categories?
Of course, we have the assists din, no? Since maraming fast break ang naipakita ng Mindoro, of course, those were off passes. So, 25 assists for them. Versus 10 lamang ng Valenzuela. So, kung usapang ball distribution, unselfish plays, hindi mo talaga, hindi ka pa makakahiling ng iba pa for Mindoro. Okay. Aside from that, of course, yung free throw nila, medyo hindi sila tumira talaga ng karamihan. Pero, that did not have an effect at all sa kanilang laro.
And that's also after seeing 34 free throws on the other end for Valenzuela, but they've only shot the ball at a 50% clip from the stripe itong Val City. Points in the paint, second chance scoring, also dominated by Mindoro. Fast break scoring, bench scoring, name it. Wow, what a performance by the blue shirts, and we're only in the 14 under division. Later on, we will feature the 16 under squads. 23 seconds to go. Free throw converted. That was by San Juan for Valenzuela. And that will do it. Mindoro will dribble this one out. 104 points scored by Mindoro, including the record-breaking 43 points with 14 rebounds in this game for John Canapi.
Canapi, no? Again, hindi naman siya yung initial player talaga na inaasahan nila with Hilot averaging 21, pero mukhang matataas na yung average ni Canapi ngayon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mukhang magkakaroon na ng kalaban itong si Hilot sa scoring output for Mindoro.
Now we take a look at this Apex Gaming 88 move of the game. Well, that's a foul for sure. And the conversion as well by Mindoro's Adi Alvarez. The second at that. And so, we do congratulate Mindoro for this big win. And obviously, Big shoutouts as well to Hilot and Cabog who combined for 36 points in this game. At some point though, medyo nahirapan si Cho Pangilinan selecting the best player of the game. Pero napadali na yung kanyang trabaho after the 43-point explosion by John Canapi, who is now with Daphne Cristobal.
43 points and 14 rebounds para kay John Canapi. Congratulations to you and your team. Ikaw ang ating player of the game. Meron kang record ngayon. Ikaw ang may pinakamataas na na-score para sa ating 14 under. Anong nararamdaman mo ngayon, John?
Nararamdaman ko po ngayon ay masaya po, syempre. Una-una, nagpapasalamat po ako kay Lord na binigay niya po sa amin tong panalong ito. Yun lang po.
John, meron ka pa bang gustong pasalamatan ngayon or batiyan?
Binabati ko nga pala yung family ko, lalo na kay Tita Mau na nanonood ngayon dyan, tsaka kay Tito Edison, tsaka kay Papa. At binabati ko nga rin po pala yung nagupit sa akin na si Boss J, yun lang po.
Once again, congratulations, John, and to the rest of Mindoro the Sena Foundation Junior Disciplinados. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Daphne. And mukhang haircut pala ang naging lucky charm ni John Canapi for this game. 43 points. Your last thoughts about this guy?
Kita-kita naman natin, no? Sabi mo nga, favorite thing niyang dumepensa. And obvious naman na mahilig siyang dumepensa. Nakita naman natin ng kanilang depensa. Di ba?
And so, because of that, he looked like Michael Jordan or Johnny Barrientos in this game?
Natingin ko, it's safe to say Jordan, no?
Jordan,
Because si Johnny medyo maliit eh. Ito mukhang may mabubugan naman na height. And kita naman natin scoring outburst niya.
And rebounding, he had 14 boards as well. And so we thank you for joining us, for Cho Pangilinan and Daphne Cristobal. My name is Mix Gomez, and thank you for joining us in this record-breaking performance of John Canapi and the 104-point performance of Mindoro against Valenzuela.